All right. CML, thanks for hanging out, dude. Enjoy your lurk. You'll be in the background. I'll come lick your eyebrows later. All right, good deal. Let's play the game. How about that? Start there. Persona 5 did invent jazz, yeah, but like there are certain like little riffs that were in a lot of the Persona music that every time I hear it, it's now branded Persona, you know? All right, there's the boy. All right, perfect. Let's get in. Only 26. Listen, it's improving. Slowly but surely. All right. Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready for more MSQ because we're at an interesting junction here, right? Where there's like, you stop that. We're in an interesting junction where like there are 2 or 3 different like quest lines that could be happening right around now. And one of them I really hope we don't end up like investing in, which is there's a spy among us and who's the mole? I hate it. As I've said, don't need to say it again, but like not excited about that potential. However, very excited to see about the protagonist hero becomes outlaw wanted bandit. Not that we are like actually hunted by the law here in Eorzea. We are still good boy in Eorzea. However, we can't be sure what the Empire's influence is. Who do they have on their payroll that might be informing on me? We do not know who friend and foe is anymore, for the most part. And that is exciting because now we are far more of a wanted man than we were before. We were kind of just meowing around Eorzea doing whatever we wanted. Now, at least for me, the tone is set that we kind of have to be careful who we talk to, what we do, where we go. We've got to be a little bit more conservative with that. We're not going to be, of course, but we will need to be narratively, at least in that kind of mindset, which is always an interesting moment to me when that happens. So here's a good question from Kat. Are you going to get level on Dragoon or go with something else? Here, I'm going to take a look at my classes. I think at this point, I'm going to start kind of specializing into the things that I want to do long-term, which is Dragoon, Rogue, Bard, Dancer. That's kind of it. I'll throw Summoner in there only because I know it's fun, but I'm not going to do it as part of MSQ, I think. This is what we're going to do. Yeah. Might be a bit before Umbreon can get back in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, congrats on the new phone, even if it means your authorization app is going to have to get transferred over. Upgrades are not always clean. But yeah, I think I'm going to focus on... Man, I like the idea of Monk, but... I think Dragoon, Rogue, Bard, and Dancer are going to ultimately be what I end up enjoying long-term, although I like the Astrologian... I like the idea of Machinist. I like the idea of a lot of these classes, pretty much all of the DPS and 2 of the healers. I still like the idea of doing Scholar. I like the lasers on Sage, but it doesn't necessarily fit in what the character does, but I do want to play it at some point. But as far as the stuff that we do as part of our MSQ, that's sort of our role player groups. Also, let me get into the Discord. If anyone wants to join, I'll be in the Finboys chat, of course. Hello, it's me. Okay. I think having 4 will be good, and if we end up, we can have more. If we end up being able to get more, then yeah, maybe we'll add in something, or maybe we'll do MSQ as Scholar. You know, our dumbass boy, our dumbass pretty boy goes to school. He's street smart. He's not book smart, you know? He understands how to play music and how to dance because, well, that shit you don't have to go to school to learn. But stabbing things with a knife or a knife at the end of a stick, both of those are also perfectly valid for things that he's learned how to do. Summoner is kind of out of his wheelhouse because Mage is kind of funny in that way. Hello, Cat. Also, hi, everybody. So I definitely think that we're going to...
John brought up a good point the other day, is that I was talking to him, and you do want to get your job quests done because they start locking skills behind them that are good for your rotation.
So my thinking there was that Dragoon quests, I could level this thing up to whenever Dragoon is done. I don't know when that is. And then just go blast the job quests all at once. Is that something I could do?
I I mean, technically you could do it, but as was mentioned, you do have abilities locked behind the job quests you will not be able to use.
Okay. So yeah, the only thing about it, and we'll just have to suck it up, but the only thing about it is I like doing the job quest all at once. We'll just have to pay very, very close attention to what the... Sorry, we'll have to... I was trying to jump, but pressing the push to talk key instead. I'm dumb. We'll just have to pay close attention to what's happening. That when we go back to it, we'll just have to take a refresher of some kind.
I'm not sure how in depth it goes, but in the journal, you look at the completed quests. It'll give you kind of a summary of what happened sometimes.
Right. Yeah, that might be enough. Yeah, fuck this thing. Anyway, yeah, I think that'll end up being the plan. So yeah, let's go do some Dragoon stuff. Perfect. Okay, so then I don't know where to do that, but we'll see. I don't know that I actually hit... Wait, hold on. This quest was the personal request. And then we're turning this one in. At the sunken temple. But this is, different stuff. You can't take it with you. Give the horror log to oh god. Eluned. Shows Azawaka the sticks of Vilekin repellent. But where the fuck... Who? We've got 2 quests, but one of them isn't really MSQ, but it is. But it's not. It's like I'm gonna do it, but still. Okay, so I need to take... I was hoping it would be in here. Class and job quest. Gladiator, Pugilist, Marauder, Lancer quest. 30 is proof of might. It's done. We don't have Dragoon even started, but that's over in Korthus. I just don't know how to get there from there. Let me just do this. It's not here. Huh. Well then. I think it's north of these areas. Or is it north of the limit of it? Fuck. Where am I supposed to be going here? I was sure I knew. Others?
What are you looking for?
I need to go up to the Korthus, whatever, snow place. Dragoon quest. Me, what am I looking for? Bitch, I've been talking about it for 3 minutes now. Come on. I don't know where any of this is. Did I not grab a crystal up there? Is that what this is? All right, let me just fumble around until I get an answer. South Shroud. Let's just go north. I know it's up north. It's about as far as I got. Yes. Korthus Central Highlands. Okay, I didn't get it. Camp Dragon head and then run south. Okay, so this will be North Shroud. Go Falgord Float and run over. There we go. We'll see what the boy we get to ride. Oh. Still with the claw. Nice. Wrong way.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to check my map for you to know where it connected, but...
How dare you?
I'm slow, Fugo.
You can't say you're slow. You outran that fucking blade. Hold on now. Fast and Kukoro for sure. Yeah. Oh, I need to make a note. I could make my own version of Kukoro that does all the things that I want it to do. And then everyone can be Coco. And we'll call it Kukoko. I need to make that note because I will forget. That game is not hard to make. It would be like an afternoon project. Like literally that could be made in an afternoon. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. But anyway. Okay, so we've got to do this. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it at all. Lance of Furies. 35. Oh, fuck off. Everything I need to do is 35. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, then I suppose we're just going to be up here punching things until we hit level 35. That or we do our daily. That's what we'll do. Okay, let me just go down the list and see who's available. Yeah, leveling roulette might be the only answer. We're far enough away that Wouldn't make sense. Invite to party. Invite to party. Uh-oh. We can go in as 3, can't we? Here we go. Can we go in as 3?
I mean, we can.
Do you think that we'd beat its ass?
If you go in as the roulette with 3, it'll just grab a rando out of the world.
Okay. Fuck it. Let's do a rando. I don't want to wait. Okay. Let's do ready, check. Oh, God. No, not ready, clinch. What the fuck? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we need to figure out a rules.
Tanking or healing?
Whatever we don't want the rando doing.
God, that could be a coin flip.
I'm currently Lancer, but I can switch to tank.
Yeah, one of you tank, one of you heal. That way we're just pulling a random DPS. There we go. I still love the mail carrier. Chocobo. Good boy.
Ooh.
Alright. Let's see. The icons are fucked up, but we're ready to go. There we go. Yeah, help out the DPS queue is what we're doing. Okie dokie. Instantly queue if we're just looking for a DPS. Oh good, it's Stasha. Okay, so hold on. I need to run back, I think. Is that where it is, or is it the thing? Ah, it's fine. No, I'm pretty sure. The note. We're supposed to look at a note.
No, it's forward.
Oh, okay.
You just go forward.
I'm gonna punch all the things, dude. Oh no, he's still a potato. I thought we fixed him.
Oh, I didn't get the notice. I should have come in as potato.
There we go. Oh. I like that noise. When I'm spamming my skill, but it's not on cooldown. You still get a noise, but it's not the obnoxious one.
It's in this alcove up here.
Well, I've already passed it. I'm dead. Perfect. All right, there we go. I do have AoE, I think, right? Is that what this is? It is. Wait, no, it's not. That's just a buff. It doesn't do anything for me. Fuck. Wait, hold on now. Tank is dead. What happened to Rion? There we go. Perfect.
Rion just ran out of HP, it's fine.
There we go. He does that, dude. There we
That's
go.
why the healer doesn't check the note. It's green, by the way.
The big chunky DPS on him. I'll probably just never know where the note is. Like, I've seen it 3 times. I don't remember where it is. We're just going to have to ignore that. It just doesn't exist. Someone else will just have divine knowledge of what the note says. There we go. Do you ever kick the jellyfish in the ass? I'm not doing that. Be nice. Smack it. Oh, fuck, he died. Never mind. Just kick a jellyfish in the dick, man. Yeah, I need to go do all the rogue quests because it's level 37. I can even do the ninja quest. I just don't feel like reading fucking Cockney British. I just don't. It's annoying. It's one of those voices that you have to know as a voice actor if you want to get like cartoon roles because it's a joke voice in the animation world. And it's just annoying. It's one of those voices that if you start doing it, it's the only thing you get hired for. It's annoying. It's kind of like your New York or your Boston is that way too. If you're able to do the cartoon version of those accents, not real ones. You're not trying to make it sound real. You're trying to make it sound like the cartoon Boston, which is a very specific thing, and it's not good at all. And then you'll never know how to do the right version of it. You'll just always do the wrong version of it. The cartoon version. Oh no, the issue isn't that I'm not able to read it. I just don't feel like it. I'm just being lazy. But that's okay. What's new? I do want to get into Ninja though. God damn it! I keep fucking up my queue. Wait, do I just not have the third part of my queue? Or my I don't. Okay, I keep trying to do the 1, 2, 3, and the 3 is just never up. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening there? Hey, Nistis, how you doing, dude? Hello, friend. Nice. Come here, open up. There we go. Perfect. Nice. You're getting near the end of Stormblood. Nice, man. I don't know what that means. I know it's an expansion, but like I don't have a gauge on how far that is. There we go. I will kick him in the dick the second he does an AoE. I promise. I'm ready. No. Bitch. Next one, though, his dick will not have to be kicked by someone else. I can't do it. Listen, I tried. Perfect. Oh, the second expansion. Got it. Okay. So, Heavensward would be the first expansion, right? ARR is the base game. So that's a long way off. Okay. Perfect. God, we'll get there. God, eventually we'll get through all of it. It's going to be a long road. We haven't had to do a leveling roulette in a while. In fact, it's been like detrimental to do a leveling roulette for a while now. Though I suppose I'll always have a class that could use a bump in level. This is really meant to just be a sort of catch up whatever class is behind the MSQ. As far as the ones that I'm doing for MSQ. That or unless I'm leveling something else up from nothing and then we want to use this to get it boosted. We'll see. You've never done roulette? Oh no. Well, good that you never needed to, I guess. I want to continue with Dragoon, but I can't do the job quest until 35 and I can't do MSQ until 35 as well now. We're finally hitting level 35 MSQ, which is interesting. There we go. Fuck you, Captain Bitch Madison. Get back here. I'm gonna kill his fucking Iago bargain bin pet, dude. You got 72 yesterday, dude. The second expansion's only 70 or is 72 already, damn. I'd like to know the level ranges for each of the expansions, just like, because I have no idea. Because I know that the base game goes 1 to 50. And then is every expansion just like 10 levels after that? I don't even know how many expansions there are. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just going with the flow, dude. Alright, cool. Okay. 50-60 is Heavensward. 60-70 is Shadowbringers. Or Blood, whatever. Oh, Jesus. Blood Rage or whatever it's called. Okay. 60 to 70 Shadowbringers. Stormblood, there we go. Shadowbringers is 70, 80. And then you've got the Endwalker, which is 80, 90. The game ends at level 100, by the way. There is no 110. You can't do that to us. They get like they'll get us up to level 100 with the next expansion, and then after that, it's going to be Final Fantasy, 18 or whatever. Let's start over there. But they'll have 2 variations of the Lalafell race this time. There we go. I'm calling it. It might be Final Fantasy 17. Oh. Here we go, perfect. Gotta imagine a game that's, with all that they know now from having seen 14 be successful, if they were to start on a new MMO to release. They have like equivalents to all the pets that you have in Final Fantasy 15. So if you were to upgrade to the 17 game, you'd be able to convert all the stuff you'd done, all your MTX would cross over. Dude, that'd be amazing. You wouldn't lose anything from transferring. You'd just have like, it's so much of a change that now it has to just be a different base game now.
Yeah, I read an article recently that said that they had like, with the popularity that the game was, they were planning on another 10 years with this game. So I don't know if they're gonna do another MMO so soon. Nice.
No, maybe not. Maybe we'll end up getting to like level 300. That'd be great. I have no problem with that.
How high the level will get, but I mean the game is really good, and if they just make it better and better as time goes on, why make a new one when you can just polish in an already great system and already great game?
Yeah, there's also the argument though of being able to say, well, we could just get rid of all of the earlier DLCs or just completely cut them instead of trying to shrink them constantly. You know, there is an argument for starting over as a beneficial turn.
Yeah, good point.
Not saying,
we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I'm not even saying they should. I'm just literally saying that they could. You know, it'd be interesting to see what they would create if they did start over. Yeah, 11's still going strong. Yes. Perfect. I'm fucking up my combo every single time I touch it. That's okay.
I'm doing the thing again.
Hi, Cat. Good to see you, Plant. There we go.
The assimilation is eternal.
What'd I do? There we go. The 7.0 graphics update, is that a thing? Like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm still in the base game, so I don't know what's happening. With like any of the updates, I don't read anything.
With Endwalker being the the story conclusion of the last 10 years, there's been a lot of speculation about where you start with a new story, like where they're gonna go from here.
Yeah. Interesting. Hey, Panda.
Like, are you gonna have to play through ARR to get to 7.0 or 6.1 or whatever, you know?
Yeah. We'll see. It's all very interesting. It's something that's happening with PoE is that there isn't, like, how much more can you keep tacking on to the end of the existing story versus just starting a new narrative arc, you know, in a different direction. Well, I'm excited about a graphic update. I think the game could use one.
I was about to mention PoE, that PoE 2 is basically planning on being another story in the same world that both interact. They're separate. So
yeah,
it might do something with this. Yeah, be interesting.
Yeah. They basically can do no wrong, right? At this point, it's the you know, as far as the MMO game goes as a dev, it's Squeenix's to lose at this point. Blizzard is shitting the bed and, you know, dying of goddamn dysentery. You know? Self-imposed dysentery is exactly what's happening to them. Deserved. So anything they touch is probably not going to have a lot of the, I don't know, it must have been nice for like the 10, 15 years run that Blizzard had where they basically could do no wrong, or people would put up with the wrong that they did for the most part, because people were just loyal to the brand of Blizzard, and now that people are no longer really loyal to the brand, they actually have to start working for their fame. They don't know how to do that. Sucks to suck. Here we go. Yeah. Famfrit and Primal. Okay, listen, we can do the first Dragoon quest. I don't remember Alberic. Well, I remember him, but I don't remember of him. Elusive jump. Executes a jump to a location 15 yalms behind you. Cannot be executed while bound. So all it does is get you out of okay, so this just allows you to quickly get out of an AoE. You don't have a quick way to get back into the fight, though. That's my problem. That's my whole problem with it.
It allows you to backflip off of boss platforms like a pro.
That's what I really want it for. Yeah, that'd be great. That's my big problem so far, is that the other attack we have doesn't really seem to have a function. just fucking get up and leave, by the way. Yeah, it teleports to the target, delivers an attack, then you're back here again, but it's got a 35-second cooldown or 40-second cooldown. So it's not like it's a ranged attack, which we have. You know, it just doesn't seem to serve a function other than I'm gonna do one extra attack every now and then, which is kind of a shitty skill, you know? But this at least has some utility to it. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, there was the other Dragoon. And we sucked off part of his soul. Not the whole thing, just a little dribble down the cheek. And now, we are also Dragoon. So now that's happening. That's what the story is so far, basically. Not at all connected to the Lancer Guild, thank God. We're getting an entirely new cast of boys, especially because my husband is dead. I have nothing left in the Lancers Guild for me. Alright. And a lesson in euphemisms. It is pleasing to see how readily the dragon stirs within you. You show great potential, Mico. A potential that may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Okay. Oh my god. My face. Estinian, not Einstein. I was gonna call him fucking Einstein again. I remember that now. Estinian is no ordinary dragoon. Even when set against the legendary Azures of ages past, the man is considered second to none. Such is his prowess, in fact, that the day he was chosen by the Eye, it was proclaimed that Haldrath, the Dragon's Eye, had been reborn. I mean not to disparage your skills, Mico, but to pursue Estinian in your current state would be tantamount to suicide. As promised, I shall train you in the way of the Dragoon, that you might face Estinian as an equal. Okay, so he is a reincarnated legendary Dragoon, but I'm gonna get you to be able to kill him. He's not that legendary if I can just, like, go through a 6-week training program and do it, you know? Estinian is best boy? Yeah, I remember him being a good boy. My second husband? I killed the first and married my mistress.
I believe Alberic used to be a dragoon, and then he... I don't remember what happened, but he's no longer, like, he lost the power. And then he's like, oh, I kept the stone anyway. Here, you can take my stone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Kat. Okay. Before we commence, however, it is only fitting that you are edified, nice word, regarding our origins. It all began a millennium past when our forebears resided in the southern plains in humble circumstances. The Fury, impressed by the spirit of our ancestors, decided it was meet that she make them her own. Not random capitalization, but this kind of proper capitalization, pronoun capitalization always throws my brain off because it looks like the beginning of a new sentence, so my brain is trying to make that into a sentence. So did. Fucking dyslexia is so hard. If it is unpredictable text or if it's not familiar text, my brain doesn't know how to handle it, and I just fucking dick around until it comes out of my mouth. So did she appear before Haldrath's sire. Fuck's sake, I just might not be able to read tonight. Holy shit. So did she appear before Haldrath's sire, a man of courage and integrity named Thordrin. Oh shit, that's right. No! Oh, god damn it, baited again. Hold on. Named Thordrin, and bade him lead her people to the Promised Land, to what would become the great nation of Ishgard. Their journey brought them to a wide chasm, whereupon Thordrin and his people set to building a bridge. It was then that a dark shadow descended upon them, the great worm Nidhogg. Oh, come on now. Heedless of his own safety, Thordrin fierce... It is an inn. Yeah? Yes, it is. Okay. Thordin. It's not Thordrin. Lordrin. Fucking dumbass. Thordin. Thordin fearlessly charged at the colossal beast. Alas, he was pushed into the chasm by one of his own, a man seduced by the worm, and fell to his death. Taking up his slain sire's lance, Haldrath hurled himself at Nidhogg, even as tears streamed down his face. The confrontation ended when the young man, his hand guided by Halone, Haloni landed a mighty thrust that prized out the Nidhogg's eye.
Halone.
Okay, good. Prized out the Nidhogg's eye. With a terrible roar of pain, the great worm took wing and fled while jubilation reigned below. Ishgard's priceless relic is none other than the eye taken from the Nidhogg that day. It is a veritable wellspring of dragon power, even so removed from its owner. It can exert control over the hearts of men. That's probably why there are two, is I wouldn't be surprised if someone else dug out the other fucking eye, and there you go. That's why we have two. Normally there's only one. If you find the Nidhogg and you just keep, like, harvesting eyeballs, then you should be fine. Yeah. Nice, Griffin. Yeah, read out as... I always recommend when you're reading, read out loud. It'll slow you down, but you'll often find that hearing it, for me at least, and maybe it's just because it's the only way I really can read things, hearing it allows me to imagine it better than just what's going on in my head. My ears will reinforce that imaginative process. It's nice. Yes, the goddess Haloni, aka Baloney. Very good.
My brain just goes... like, it goes too fast, and so my mouth can't keep up, so then I stumble over stupid things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Reading is so hard. Haldroth himself felt its malign influence, but his love of justice brooked no corruption, Jesus, and he prevailed over the power, claiming it for his own. And so it was that the first Azure Dragoon was born. Being derived from our foe, the power of the dragon is a thing to be loathed. But as Haldroth proved to us all, so long as our hearts burn with justice, we need not fear being taken in its thrall. So that's probably what's happening to this other guy, is he's a little bit power hungry. But what is justice precisely? Every one of these guys has like some ethical concept that they preach. You know, courage. Fucking God, it's the Lancers Guild. Kill me. But what is justice precisely? Justice assumes many shapes and forms, Mico, and none can say that one is greater than another. So long as you hold fast to your beliefs and stay true to yourself, you leave no room for the power of the dragon to master you. So is the power of the dragon critical thinking? Because staying true to your beliefs and staying true to yourself and not changing is not a good thing. But if he's talking about is don't just like give up your shit for no reason, that's different. So then dragons are like the classical version of lust. Actually, the classical reading of that sin is to be quick to let go of your beliefs, or to be chasing whatever's new and different. Always be chasing something different, so you don't hold on to anything for very long. And that's why it's always represented as sexual desire, because it's usually fleeting. You have a craving, you satisfy it, you're done, you don't care anymore. But when you do that with people, you end up creating relationships and then losing them. That's why Christianity and Catholicism say that lust is bad, is because it leads to negative relationships. Or it leads to abusive relationships. That's what really all the sins are, is just moralizing how you should behave. But anyway, interesting that dragons in this case are basically lust, and we're being told how to be chaste, which could not be further from our character. All right. But enough of history. Let us return our attention to the present. A knight by the name of Sir Brucemont. That's not how you say that at all. There's no way. A knight by the name of Sir Bruce will see to the next stage of her training. Seek him out at Witch Drop. Okay, I'm off. We're going. We're doing it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read tonight. My eyeballs are not working. I'll learn more of the dragons and Estinian and Heavensward. Nice. I don't know that I wanted to know that. There we go. Oh, dude, enjoy your salsa injection, Fern. Good deal, dude.
Ah, yes. The mighty knight, Sir Bruce.
The fucking name. A great name. He's felled 7 dragons. He's cured untold ailments. He's mapped out uncharted wastelands that no others would dare to enter.
The mightiest of us all.
His name is Bruce. He walks in holding the coffee cup and smoking, just like, hey. Chainmail hoodie.
Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned.
Well, we're talking about Bruce, not Tyvox. Shout out to Uwu Lethal. Here we go. Half the names in the game are memes, which means that even if I read it wrong, it's probably going to be delicious. There we go. All right, off we go. Oh, I forgot we had the dodo, dude. What a good boy. I haven't seen him in a minute. Okay, speak with Bruce. I'm sure I'm going the right way, I believe. Oh, no. Oh. Is it? I believe. Goodbye. Oh, there you are. Hello, I've delivered my ankles. I don't know if I'd call him Brave Knight. He looks like he's fucking hiding over here in the corner. There we go. Oh, he's another green bean. Look at him. Oh, he's gonna be fucking sassy. I can feel it. Oh, God. Here we go.
Did you remember to take the teleport this time?
No. I didn't even know there was a crystal I passed. Here we go. So, the adventurer seeks to become a dragoon. Sir Albrecht speaks of legends and chosen ones, but I would see you prove yourself in a more practical fashion. With your lance, defend yourself. Huh? Nani? Oh. Come here. But only you. We need a new pet today. Hey, you stop that, bitch. None of that. Hold on, let's do this. Nice. We did exactly what we hope not to do. Lock myself into that attack when I need to get out of an AoE. See, it'd be nice if I could use that to dodge an AoE, become invulnerable during the attack. That would make this an incredible skill. Otherwise, it's fucking useless. You have some skill, I'll give you that. And the glow of your soul crystal. Perhaps Sir Albrecht was not wrong about you after all. Now return to him. Your training here is complete. Okay. Sassy green bean. Hello, friends who are going to keep me alive. Oh, no, but now I'm lost. Okay. We ride. Oh. Dude, these things are level 38. I'm just going to run and we'll see if this gets me out. These fuckers can fly. Okay, someday I'll be able to fly. I get flying in Heavensward, right?
You get flying as soon as you beat the 2.0 stuff.
I don't know what that means.
You'll be about level
ARR.
50.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe go this way. Perfect. Eucrasian diagnosis. What a fucking skill that is. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Crystal.
I'm doing it, bitch! My boy can only run so fast. There we go. Perfect. We've done it. All of chat doing a fucking seance to get the idea to pop into my head. There we go. Fucking crunch. Perfect. Is that panda? No. I was gonna say panda-like sources. The horse mounts. Almost every time I see a flying horse around, it ends up being panda. There we go. Nice, I got my little... It's like fucking Don Quixote got some actual guards. Perfect. Fucking excellent. Alright, go turn this guy in. There are so
I
many.
can't remember the original name of the horse with 6 legs.
Slipnir?
I don't know. I wouldn't know that one. If that was on Jeopardy, I'd lose
Maybe.
some fucking money.
I don't remember.
The soul
It
of the
is
dragon.
Slipnir.
Oh, good. Now I've learned something today. The soul of the dragon grows even stronger within you. Clearly your trial was a rousing success. I need only observe your crystal to know as much. Yes, though you have only just begun to walk the path of the Dragoon, it is clear you possess the talent to become a Sinian's equal. Go forth and make the powers you have attained your own. When the time is right, we shall proceed with your training. Well, that's going to be the only one I can do, because we're at level 36 now. We'd have to be 40, I think, to be able to do the next one. But we do have a dodge skill that gets us out of danger, which I'll forget to use. So basically, I have two ways to stop an AoE from killing me. And that's if they're effective at all, which for bosses, I don't think they would be. Kick them in the dick and then run. Probably in that order. Well, listen, at least we've got that. Nothing really of substance has happened with this job quest yet. Well, the first one was substantial. This last one, though, didn't really advance the plot very much. As far as this being the first quest, I mean, the very first quest, the level 30 quest in the Dragoon line was all of the exposition, as well as, I can't say all the exposition, it was the greater majority of the exposition and then introduction to conflict, and then from there we're getting more exposition and not very much actual progression of rising action, which is interesting. Also, new minion. New day, new minion. Rudy? Oh, even better. Look at him. He's so chunky. All right. Love Gaboose. Okay, so now I think we're going to go off to do this because it's bothering me. It's a side quest. Let's just go take care of it. There we go. Norse mythology has always made me want to throw up in my mouth because it saturates so quickly to me. And there was like a year and a half where every fucking game was Norse mythology.
Yeah. It's still going on, I think.
Yeah. Couldn't get away from it. I mean, it was, what was that one game? Minecraft, Norse Minecraft. We were playing it together as a group, can't remember. Valheim.
Yeah, Valheim.
That was about all of the Norse I could take for about 5 years. All in like a couple months. Hello, Zazawaka. Where the fuck am I, by the way? Have I been here before? I don't think I've been here before. He's a sad boy. Look at him. Emo. Nice. Some sunbats. What happens here? What are they doing? Some goddamn hydroponics going on in here. Okay. Crazy man talking to his
Oh
flowers.
shit, I can't actually turn these in.
There we go. He's so sad. Look at him. What business do you have here, stranger? Oh God, fucking Lalafell. Oh, you come from the Church of Saint Adama. Get him! Listen, he's gonna eat you. You just have to deal with it. Otherwise, he's going to just fucking gobble you up. Okay, he's done now. Perfect. Ah, the
He
vial
asserts
can...
dominance.
He does. God, I need him to T-pose. It'd be even better. He kind of does when he runs, dude. Ah, the vial can repel it. The good father told me last moon of his plan. He is a man that keeps his word. Twas kind of him to have you deliver it. Did he tell you where and how these are to be used? I fear I have little knowledge of alchemy. Well, I'm literally level 0 alchemy, so I'm probably not. Whatever, let's just go dick around and then we'll figure it out. He didn't actually tell me, he just told me to deliver it, so we are actually just dicking around and hoping it works. That's okay. Here we go. No, don't link it. There you go. Let everyone in the area know I have the repellent. There we go. Perfect. Last one. Ah, there we go. Hopefully the bats don't try to attack, but I think I'm too high level for them to be interested. Okay. Good deal.
Thank you, stranger. This place may seem wretched to you, and none here would deny that it is. But last year, it had the look of a charnel house, so fiercely did the pestilence rage. Tell Father Iliad we owe him a debt of life. I confess, though, I wonder if we are saved from a plague only to perish in war. We have little love for the
Oh god. The Garlemald here, the fucking Gargalon here.
And news of them who burned our home travels fast. What chance does Lost Hope have against a force that plucked Alamigo like a ripe peach? Fight or flee, we must make plans. Yet few have ears to listen to me. They all have too much to fear already. Too many demons to slay every hour.
Yeah, your hands are fucking full. You gotta figure out how to survive, but also try and mount a defense against something that's apparently just steamrolling through the continent and taking it over, as empires do. It's tough. The individual gets overwhelmed with thinking of all the insurmountable tasks that they have to compete with. It's a very modern despair. Everything is so fucked all the time in every possible conceivable goddamn way that everybody whose responsibility it was to stop it from getting this bad decided that they would profit from it getting this bad, and maybe thought that they would fix it before it got this bad, but then let it get out of control, and here we are. Fucking obnoxious. Alright, why do I run to the crystal? Why? Why do we do that? Alright. So we need to go return this back there. This also needs to be done at the same place. So good, I'm glad I did that because we're going to turn them both in back here. I don't know if I accidentally took on this Plagued by Indecision quest or if it was something I do have to do as sort of a branching off of the MSQ, because it's weird. I don't remember getting a choice, but at the same time it's not MSQ, so yeah, we'll see. It doesn't matter.
I think you picked up the side quest just randomly.
Well, I was sitting there talking to Iliad, and then I had this thing where he was asking me to take the things to the dude.
Yeah, the MSQ transferred off of Iliad over to Marquez, and you just picked up the side quest that Iliad just had.
Oh, I just kept talking to the man. Got it. Here, you why? No, not you. We're turning the sticks back in. Iliad, here's that thing I didn't mean to do, but did anyway.
Thank you, Mico. Sometimes, for what ails us in thinking, we find relief in doing. The ministration to exiles is one of the duties of the Church of Saint Adama Lendama. I pray that someday, with the grace of God, they may find again what they have lost.
A homeland is not just going to be like, oh, we lost. There it is. It was in my pocket. Yeah, but they'll have to make a new one.
I can't take the name of the church seriously.
I can't either. I thought it was a literal joke. There we go. It almost sounds like their god is a Lalafell or something, you know. Lalawallo or whatever.
I mean, it's probably named after a Lalafell.
It is a small church. There we go. He's still out here. Put him, bury him. Stop just looking at him. There we go. There we go. Oh shit, I've seen her before, I'm pretty sure.
Good evening to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man?
No, I have not. I'm handing you this hollow, whatever it's called.
Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say it measures the passing of time. They are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquez said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy?
We don't know who is and isn't. She seems like she might be willing to go live in the comfort of the Empire. She was marveling at all the technology they have, or maybe she's able to be indifferent, which is not typical. She's able to be indifferent to the Empire and say good things about the Empire without being an Empire sympathizer. You know, there does exist the ability to criticize something you like, or to praise the good things about something that ultimately represents a bad thing. You can do that. It's not very common to see it in writing unless that becomes a red flag for that character ultimately picking one side. Most writing ends up having groups of characters that are polarized, and issues that are polarized, you are all bad or you're all good. The few characters that end up kind of walking that line, think about your Rikus, think about all of your anti-heroes, your sympathetic villains that you can't really place them fully on one side or the other of good or bad. Those are the characters that usually stick out to us as being more endearing and interesting. Because the complexity is something that becomes interesting to see them struggle with, because it is complex to them as it is to us too. Even if we feel like we may know the answer, a lot of the times, and people who are highly empathetic or wise will be able to truly appreciate that there's an observation bias when you're reading a story. You cannot always say exactly what you would do in that situation, because more often than not, we are going to be driven by a more short-term or emotional influence in the moment that we have to make a decision, without the ability to sit back and recline and think about it with theoretically unlimited time before we have to make a decision. Sometimes the best characters are those who, despite their intellect and despite their experience, sometimes make the wrong decision because they have to make an impulsive choice, or they have to make a very quick decision without the ability to sit and think things through, and no matter what they do, they're fully committed to it. Those are really interesting characters almost always, because we're watching them struggle with realistic struggles. A lot of Breaking Bad does this, where there isn't a character in Breaking Bad that is all bad or all good. There's actually only one character that ends up being all bad, and it's not until the very end, and the entire story is about that transition from all white to all black, as far as like the taintedness or the evilness. It's about that gradual change where everyone else is working really hard to pull as far good as they can, even if they realize they have to dip their toes into the evil side every now and then. You know, most of the characters in that show, and the reason I think that show was so compelling to so many people, is that the characters felt real, because they weren't struggling with things that were easy to figure out. They were caught in shit that is not easy to get through, or not easy to figure out how to deal with. And that's real drama. That's real captivating drama. A lot of times younger writing is going to have a lot more black and white binary, as opposed to that sort of spectrum of good and evil. So it's interesting to see a character, just as a small note. I say small. It's about 3 pages into this explanation, but it's just interesting to see a character that can both praise the enemy while still regarding them as the enemy. As a minor character, while also literally standing over the body of a spy. I wouldn't, like, my brain goes into what if she ends up being some kind of handlers for the spies, and he was a sacrificial lamb, or he got burned, or he wasn't a very good spy or something. You know, could she potentially know more? Because in young writing, like I said, you normally don't get these characters that are walking the line or able to say good things about bad people without ultimately becoming bad people. They usually end up swapping sides if they do things like what she's just done, which is being nice to the evil empire. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's too minor of a character, or it would be a plot contrivance to introduce her only for her to be evil. We should have known her ahead of this time if we wanted her being evil to matter to us at all. We don't have any emotional attachment to this lady. She's also old, so we kind of, in writing, that's a key for, she's either guaranteed to be evil or guaranteed to die at some point, or both. Usually both. Well, almost always die, but sometimes also evil. So I don't know. I hope we don't see more of her. Let me put it that way. I hope we don't see more of her than that. Her just being helpful in the quest.
Marquez said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone.
Yeah.
interesting. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marquez manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond bending fences and thatching roofs. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a Garlean dude. We've done it! Level 37, nice. Yeah, so obviously we know Marquez has to be some kind of Garlean boy. That doesn't make him evil either, and I think that's probably going to be what his character ends up becoming, is that it may be that in the case of a lot of empires, it's the ruling class of the empire. It's the extremely wealthy and the extremely influential, the politicians, the leader themselves, you know, the emperor, that is obsessed with expansion and gaining more control and more power, and they're a tyrant. They've gone completely out of control, and they're trying to take over the world. That's what the evil empire is always up to. The people of the empire, the working class, even to some extent some of the middle class, is almost always just as victimized by the empire as the conquered peoples. We may very well start to see that being displayed here because we haven't seen that aspect. We have an evil empire. We have to dissect it in sort of the classic or you could say archetypical if you want to be nice, or you could say stereotypical or cliched if you want to not be nice about it. But there are certain quest lines that have to happen now, or certain characters that need to exist if we're going to follow all of the tropes of the evil empire. And that is, we need to find someone who is of the empire but isn't actually evil, but may go back and forth as they're struggling with their own allegiance. But the fact that he has amnesia and has been treated well here is going to be what comes with his conflict, probably. I wouldn't be surprised to find that Marquez is going back and forth, or is just a good guy because he's been treated, and he's awakening to the reality that the people being conquered are not deserving of it. They're not bad people. It's not a righteous conquest that the empire is doing. You know, who knows how affected by imperial propaganda he is, that he just believes everything is good, you know. Now that he has seen the humanity at the other end of the spear, it may become more difficult for him to sign off on the action of stabbing, you know. So I don't know how we're going to see Marquez play out. There are like 3 real big archetypes that could come out of what we see here, but whatever they do is going to be pretty run-of-the-mill. I don't see any of those 3 options becoming any of the 3 options that he could turn into. I don't see any of those being unique beyond their otherwise very typical representation in almost any story that they exist in. We'll see. I'm hoping it's gonna either be short-lived or interesting, because we're getting into a lot of stuff that to me is bordering on cliche, where we've seen this story. Exactly this story told in exactly this way many times now. So we'll see. Anyway. There we go. I recognize you now, Mico. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. That's why I was asking earlier, yeah. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Yeah, well, we could do that. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually do go back to the Waking Sands, yeah. Yeah, who knows what might have been left behind otherwise, as to maybe where they are going, anything else. This may be where we pick up our lead to find the guys who were not captured. Assuming that that's what we saw, because we did see 3 people being walked out, but that doesn't mean that the others were not captured. But there is a rule in writing that if it happens off screen, it's bad writing. If it matters and it happens off screen, it's bad writing. So I'm going to trust the writers and say, okay, well, we didn't see them getting captured and we didn't see them dead. Therefore, they either weren't there when the attack happened, which is likely because everyone's been working on other stuff, or it had to have happened off screen. You know, they weren't there and they got out in time somehow, but weren't able to address anyone else. I think they just weren't there. That or one of the starting 3 groups, or all 3 of them ends up being traitors, but that doesn't make any fucking sense given their characters. So no, that's not it either. I go to the crystal thinking that's how I teleport. It's not. Okay, hold on now. I have a thing for this.
You don't need the crystal.
I can't help myself.
Every game I've ever played that had waypoints, you had to run to a waypoint to go to the other ones, like Path of Exile. Is probably the biggest one that's trained me in waypoints out of all the games I've played. The actual crystals for Final Fantasy XII is what I was used to as well. Yeah, Vesper Base Shop Keep. I want to go. I don't know if it's going to let me inside yet. She only said that they are being prepared for transport, so I don't expect them to be out of here yet. There we go. Yeah, the bodies are gone. Okay. So this is interesting. Can I get into the solar still? They didn't fix that vase, though. God damn it, dude. Come on. Fix the vase. Yeah, it's still very interesting. I feel like this has some significance. You know, it seems like they went out of their way to put it
They're
there.
a little concerned with the bodies, not the vase.
I am concerned with it. Look at it's a fucking mess in here. They took the time to clean all the bodies, but not move a fucking vase back in the way, so it's at least symmetrical. Fuck. There's no excuse. My body moving.
Trump decor.
No. My body moving company would not leave those little details out of order. Yeah. God, Jesus, he looks
They're
scary.
like church volunteers. They're not They're not cleaners.
They're not fucking cleaners. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Holy shit, this man's scary. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage yourself, you motherfucker. Does the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, but I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. So the town was not in on it. Everybody was unaware of what was happening in this place. But it wasn't like there are only 2 or 3 seats in this bar, so how are dozens of people going in and out constantly and no one notices something fucky is happening? And how does no one ever ask what's in that door? I don't know, it just seems bizarre to me that we just have to accept it. But like it seems bizarre to me that nobody sniffed out, or pretty much one did, and then that's probably why this happened. That until now, no one had sniffed out that something might be going on in here. It's not like these people aren't here all the time. They're here all the time. They would notice. They would notice these things. Yeah, like he literally right now, he's saying, "I ain't seen you around here before." Haven't I seen you around here before? He's noticed us. I don't know, man. It feels weird. And he wrote, there's a carriage coming to haul the bodies to the lich yard out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I'll have a mind to leave the remainder to you. Fuck off. Like I'm going to be able to pick him up better, you old fucking brute. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of the folks are starting to turn. Oh, fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. These are my compatriots. What are you doing, Aline? It's an awful corner for you to be on. Jesus. Oh, hello? Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. They did just pile them up out here. Oh. Yeah, it's the cabbage that's smelling out of everything in here. Are we seriously just going to dump this armor? This has got to be at least a couple hundred gil. Could feed my Gubu out here. All right, come on. Oh, yeah, no, we're just picking up multiple bodies. Lalafell only count as 1/3. There we go. Everyone else, though? Goddamn, dude.
You're a big, strong bunny boy.
No, I am not. Maybe we are, apparently. Here we go. Jesus, this guy's huge. Terrible. Let's go drop this off of it. And we just run like there's no problem here, too. No, we are very powerful here. Perhaps the strongest boy. There we go. Perfect. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. What the fuck kind of... Well, ain't you a strong one. 4 in 1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. So if I had gone up there with just one, would he have gotten the rest? Is this like some kind of little meta joke they're doing? It'd be cool as shit if it is.
I don't know what you would have said, but you would have had to gone back and get the other ones.
Okay. Man, I really want to see this. If you take up just the one Lalafell or just the Sylph. Hey, listen, he has a name. I forgot it, but he has a name. Come on now. If you just take just one, I wonder what he says.
Where are you putting all those bodies? How are you transporting them?
Stop asking questions that you don't want the answer to. You learn things in prison. You develop skills and talents. There we go. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell him that the work here is done. Okie dokie. That's a morbid fucking quest, to be honest. Speak with El and Ed. Okay, off we go. That's, God, where was that? Camp Drybone? Let's see. Nope. Thanalan, Camp Drybone. I'm guessing, but we're going to be correct. We have to be. Big thick boy.
Pray return to the church.
Oh, that could very easily become a clip for the soundboard.
No, bitch, you already have 2 of me on there.
Not enough. We could get more. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could just like bop up there on my chocobo, but I don't mind running. There's something nice to the experience of just taking your time. I really think I've slowed down a lot since I started playing, or I'm not rushing to the next thing just to read it. I really am kind of just enjoying the ride very much, but it's going to take me 8 years to play through this game. Hey, I'm fine with that, man. Unlimited content as a streamer, it's going to be fun. Ah, perfect. Hold on. Not like that. If you look like this at somebody, it just becomes crazy. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect, at least someone will, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thol's realm. And the man in your coin purse, and he goes, Thol's balls. I just remembered that. Fuck's sake. Did we clip that? I don't think we ended up clipping that. Clips don't get made anymore, which is unfortunate. There we go. All right, next.
If I find it while I'm highlighting, I will.
Okay. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Okie dokie. Oh, we get to, fuck, we get to be the bearer of bad news. Oh, on top of everything, Jesus, okay. Noraxia, that's her name. I knew that. I need to have a little chart of names and who they are, because it is a lot of characters and I can remember maybe 3 at a time, and then my brain goes, ugh. No. All right, off we go. Oh, I need to kill some Zizgorlins. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it over here. Okay, 4, but immediately 5, and then fuck you, I'm back here, and then like throw spear. Okay, that's not terrible. Like, I would never actually do that in a fight, but it isn't terrible. But honestly, the 5 gets saved for, oh shit, I need to get out of here real quick now. There we go. I'm not gonna go after the hunting log specifically right now. It'll probably be something we do as completion later, because I do want to complete all of the hunt logs. I think that'd be a good thing to do. We might as well. There we go. We get to turn this in over here. Just carrying Neuroxia like a hamburger. Shout out to actually SpongeBob SquarePants. How the fuck is that name not taken? How is that not taken before now? How? With as many characters as we have, how is that name not taken? That's insane. Oh no. Oh no, we get to be sad now. This one is surprised to see Walking One and Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Hold the corpse up. Take this. Norexia! But this one does not understand. Oh no, you will soon. Muxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace? Oh, Frixio, yeah. But why? These little ones have not requested further aid. Oh, your bitch is dead, dude. Oroxia, how did this happen? Explain everyone to this one at once. Oh, we get to be the deliverer of bad news. So, not only Noroxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Oh, so sad. Noroxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noroxia at the end. Tell this one that Noroxia was brave. Tell this one that Noroxia did not suffer. Did suffer, but was brave. I'll say brave. Very brave. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noroxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Oh shit, nice. Do it, dude. Grab a spear and come with me. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. Oh, I like that, dude. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuroxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. I like them. Yeah, I think we're getting sort of like the Avengers plotline, if you want to call it that. But like, and the same thing that happened to the Avengers, where you're collecting allies, you're building allies, and individually we're all fucked. But if we all form this massive confederacy, we can then take down the juggernaut that is the Empire. That is exactly what's happening here in ARR. I don't know how far that's going to go. Almost always, I imagine the nature of Final Fantasy storytelling is going to be the building of a confederacy to face off some central foe. Whether that's gaining allies because fucking Cell Saga just began and, you know, we kicked Frieza's ass, but now Cell's here. Or it's just going to be this constant needing to gather more and new allies and usually getting the old ones killed. But we survive, and then we'll be fine there. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think the old ones have to die, but at some point characters have to exit the narrative, and dying is the easiest way to do that in a game that involves combat. Anyway, next up is going to be Eluned back at Camp Drybone. I'm learning my way around. Here we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's up above. I keep wondering when we're gonna need to go, because there's, if you go to that back wall and then to the right, you go down a ramp. I don't know what's down there. I don't know if we ever go there, but I want to. I want to know what's in there. I will actually run up this time. In my chocobo, but I'll follow the road. It's just having to run up an incline this many times. My thighs are fucking killing me. There we go. Perfect. All right, Elle and Ed, what do you got?
Bitch.
Wow, Phuket. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. Now is not the time for resting. Now is the time for fucking running. Also, linen bandana. We're taking that because cute, but also can't wear it, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we'll put it, yeah, we'll put it on, but we can't wear it. Damn. No bandana bun. That's really fucking sad, actually. You know how you can tie a bandana into a diaper? And then you tie it so that you have, like, the baby's leggies can go out? Well, you do that, but you do it for the head, and then it becomes perfect for sticking, you know, ear holes. You can do it. I'm just gonna make a bandana diaper head. Right, there we go. Nice. Better boots.
You really want to wear that on your bun?
A fucking bandana? Hell yeah, dude. You'd look cute. I think, honestly, bandana collar would be really cute, too.
Bandana diaper, though?
Look, it's... Bitch, I'm not saying literally a fucking diaper. I'm saying that the method used to tie a bandana into a diaper from ye olden days of cloth fucking diapers could be used on the head in order to get someone with bunny ears to wear a goddamn bandana. Why do I have to explain this?
Bitch? Why are you so sassy?
I'm fucking tired of being criticized when I'm right. Here we go. Like, give me the fucking boots, dude. Oh. Oh, I haven't accepted it yet. Whoops. There we go. He smiles too much, man. This man, he's constantly like, I know I'm being watched. Like, I'd be excited too, but fuck off, man. I'm not imagining it, Mico. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister. It's as if I am under observation. Oh, yeah, yeah, you are. Everyone's going to be looking at you all the time if you're in here. And, yeah, if you are part of the Empire, then yes, they would be watching you. Especially if there was a... We think there was a Garlean spy, potentially, that was here and caught and killed somehow. We don't know how he died. We just know that a likely Garlean spy did die. And you were the one that were able to repair the stuff, so you were obviously Garlean yourself. So, you know. Yeah, he's got some fucking sussy goggles, I know. I keep looking at those going, how have those not become something at this point? You know, how is he allowed to have, and maybe they are goggles. I didn't know if it was just like a really fucking chunky tiara, but goggles seemed more effective for a tinkerer. Anyway. The feeling comes and goes, but it felt when I last volunteered outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me? Please. It will only take a moment. Time to get stabbed in the dick. Well, that's as far as I'm looking, dude. I guess I'll live here now. Let's go see. I cannot say 'cause spoiler. Oh, I know, I'm sure. But, like, it's not, if it's either going to be a, whoa, what a twist, or it's going to be exactly what it looked like it was the second we saw him, you know? I'm not expecting to be surprised by anything here. Hello, he is, in fact, the destination. Okay, I moved now. Fucking love the Gooby, what a good boy. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just doing things, you know? Oh, hi. Yeah. Fucking Imperial boy. Hello. Also, eat this. He hadn't attacked me until just then. I was like, huh. Yeah, I know he's Imperial, but I'm just killing a man. Yeah. What's hard to judge with plots that are obvious, and that doesn't make them bad writing, by the way. It makes them potentially too foreshadowed, but it can also be things where if you're writing, this is why we have to calibrate our analysis based on the level of writing that it is. This is young adult. It is written for readers that may not have the most experience. It's meant to be exciting to people that are not exclusively, but it's meant to be inclusive to people who may not be very old, may not have done a lot of reading, or any combination of those two things, right? Or any ratio. So you end up getting, sometimes things are foreshadowed really heavily because they want you to be like, oh, yeah. You know, when they have the reveal of whatever the hell. But if you are able to pick up on the foreshadowing, even if it's subtle, then you end up getting this sort of like, hey, don't forget this man's probably Garlean. Oh, in case you forgot, he's probably Garlean. Did you consider that he might be Garlean? And then if it turns out to not be that, then it's one of those things where it was a bait and switch, which isn't bad, but it ends up being like, it's one of those things where the author's like, oh, they're going to see this coming. We've got to change it so that they don't see it coming, which is the worst reason to write anything. Bad horror will do that. That's why you get things like fake outs. You thought he was going to die. Fucking idiot, you know? Is how that feels every time. Oh, but shit, dude. This is where Fern lives. I found her house. Nice, dude. It's a great little hidey hole. I'm shocked it let me go back there. You have to... Yeah, I'm not expecting a big twist there with his identity because it wouldn't be on par with the level of writing that we've seen so far. It wouldn't make sense. But it really is doing a slow burn here, isn't it? Like we're very slowly approaching something that I think even a young writer would have picked up on it. They're putting this thing in front of you going, do you know what this, can you guess what this is? And then for like 3 quests, it's like, do you have a guess yet? When you probably guessed from the very beginning. And then from there, it's just like, why are we still asking?
It's like the Pokemon silhouette things.
Oh, yeah.
What is this Pokemon creature? Find out after the commercial.
Yeah. What's that trope? It's the virtuous whore, yes! It's my favorite trope. Fucking love that one. It's actually this character's based on the virtuous whore trope. They're a good person, but they're a whore, so they're dirty. Yeah. What cat?
Oh, Sam?
Yeah, him too. I like the virtuous whore trope because it's fucking dumb as shit, and it's an entire character dynamic that's built upon this sort of puritanical belief that sex workers and sexuality itself is inherently sinful, and that you are a bad person for engaging in that, or God help you facilitating it. So that if you happen to also be a good person, it's so goddamn ironic that they think it's worth building a character upon. Disgusting. So I like to build virtuous whore characters that are just exactly everything wrong with that trope, in that they are the trope, but it isn't ironic that they happen to be sex workers. They just are. It's just part of it, you know? CVBG, I don't know what that even means. Why would that be too much? I feel like you're like flirting with this idea that you're gonna like spoil me but not spoil me. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. Yeah. Here we go. You were attacked, weren't you? Were you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? See, they're literally like, it's not just saying he was watching me, you know, but they ask the question. This is the writer asking the reader, did you figure it out yet? You know? The flirty spoiler is not interesting to me at all. I don't give a shit. If the information, like, don't even play that game. It's not fun. It's either going to spoil me, which changes my analysis. Or it's not going to spoil me, but you're sitting there like putting your finger right up against me, but then not touching me. Like, that's annoying. It's stop, bitch. There's no good outcome to trying to play that game is what I'm saying. What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? Hint, hint. If only I could have asked him. You could have come with me. I should have asked him before I stabbed him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Iliad must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think the others may come for me again. There we go. Hey, Billin. How you doing, dude? Iliad, in case you didn't overhear any of that conversation. Heavens forfend. Such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? I walked over to a gravestone and someone just, like, tried to fucking murder me. So I murdered him! Actually, I attacked first, to be fair. If it didn't have his name as a red bar, I pulled out my spear and just started fucking murdering that man. If the game didn't tell me he was evil, I would have just committed fucking first-degree murder there. Yeah, he does have an Imperial sword, which is so, like, this is how you know this is a hallmark of young writing. In the real world, your spy is not going to be walking around wrapped in an, if you have an American spy in the middle of Russia, they're not going to be running around wearing the American flag that says Spy Man, and then when you see them, you're like, oh, he must have been a spy. Really, spying is something that can only really be proven or really identified as an action. You need to see them committing the espionage. You need to see them committing the espionage. If a man's just standing there and holding an Imperial sword, that's suspicious, sure. Why the fuck is there an Imperial sword here? But there's also a war going on. I would imagine that Imperial contraband was fucking everywhere. Because if you kill an Imperial guard, suddenly all of his paraphernalia is now somewhere. Does it just go and sit in a warehouse? It might get sold. It might get melted down. It might just get into distribution. Someone could just have it. Now, obviously, that man was also dressed like an Imperial and was named an Imperial and probably said, "For the Empire!" before we killed him, But this is how you know it's young writing, is these very real-world considerations are not made. And we have to trust, because it's young adult, that we can't go, well, that was a really fucking stupid, incompetent spy. How the fuck did they do anything right? We just have to say this is young adult writing. We just have to let it go, right? So because it was a conversation with somebody. How long? It was a while ago, but where I made the assertion that it was young adult writing, and it was one of those where, how do you know? How do you know that? Didn't really have an opportunity to find like a perfect hallmark example of how you know. That's it. That's how. There are concessions made to reality. The reality makes concessions in order to allow the story to progress. The writers are not asking those questions because they assume the audience would not think of that problem. The audience is young enough to not really comprehend what spying is beyond that, or at a real world level, at a sophisticated level. That's what the assumption is that the writers make in that moment, is that won't break your immersion because you're not going to know better. But if you know better and you see that, you're asking questions like, who the fuck was this man who was just walking around like, I'm a Garlean spy on his front shirt, like, fuck me. That's exactly what we're talking about, is concessions are made to the realism of the story in order to make it happen. That usually lowers a lot of everything. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquess was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before the Imperials come. Doesn't necessarily that they're on the way, but yes, when their spies stop showing up, they're going to know something is afoot. And probably will send something more advanced than a... Oh, here's the bitch himself.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah, I was wondering when Alphino and his totally top sister would show back up again because, man, they were out of action for a minute, and here they are again.
And to that end, I have come in search of a legend, the greatest engineer of
it
our
is Sid.
time, Master Sid
His
Garland.
goggles, I knew it.
I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
Oh, I was way off with that. Oh, the accent, you know.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
I can't decide if it's Spanish or Scottish.
Wait,
That's not his voice, surely.
Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Don't tell me he got his memory back magically. Yeah, he got his memory back magically. Damn.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you.
God, he could be fucking Chinese, his accent. What the hell?
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right.
It's not. There are certain linguistic parts of his accent that are not consistent. The way that he forms certain consonant sounds in certain words are different than in others. I cannot place this accent. I don't know if it's a real accent or if it was just like something that the voice actor was riffing off here. This is interesting. I can't place that at all. It's picking up elements of 3 different cultures, not even just 3 different countries.
Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
God, that could even go into Indian. Fuck's sake, dude. Wait, does anyone know? Can anyone place this? Because I can't.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
It feels Spanish half the time. I hate when characters magically get their amnesia fixed.
Who are you? Alphino Leveilleur, at your service.
Well, at least I have an official pronunciation for his last name, too, which is good.
As a scion of the 7th Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
That bitch.
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Her fight was the hardest, too.
Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
He sounds like a 23-year-old dude in college. He looks like a 47-year-old college advisor.
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
I know I recognized him as Sid.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
I recognized him as Sid because I have his card in Triple Triad. That's why I recognized him from. It wasn't from the Scion's basement. I had seen him on his Triple Triad card. That's exactly what that was. I was like, I know I've seen him in game before, but where? It's a good card. I think it's in my deck.
They need my airship. They need me.
So we've also established that he still retains his skill, even if he doesn't have his knowledge of his history or what he's done. So we've definitely just poached probably one of the top Garlean engineers, which, how or why, whatever, great, we've done it. Now we've got them. This is a great asset, and Sid is always good boy, so he's not going to be like a traitor, even if he ends up, you know, discovering that he was Garlean and kind of coming to terms with that in the kind of complex situation he finds himself in. I don't think he's going to really waver on anything. Maybe he will. Regardless, I'm pretty sure Sid will always be good boy. That's kind of a Final Fantasy rule. Or at least the good boy Sid. Final Fantasy 12 Sid was not a good boy, actually. Never mind. I guess I stand corrected. It's not a rule. But I think outside of that, Sid has always been good boy.
Well, one of the Sids was good.
There were two Sids?
Yeah. Remember there's a young, deep V-neck, tight leather pants.
I normally would remember a man like that.
He looks like I want to say like a Middle Eastern playboy.
Yes! Ah, yeah. He reminds me of Luis Serra from Resident Evil 4. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong, but that's what popped into my head. All right. No, I remember now. Yes. Okay, cool. So we've got that. So now there was a good boy Sid. There just happened to be a second Sid that gave Balthier his daddy issues that we're going to exploit. Here we go.
Yes.
All right. So our sanctuary has not been destroyed yet, but they are hinting that it will be soon. I think we're going to just get out before shit hits the fan. There's sort of a expectation that the Empire's on the way now, and the people of Camp Drybone, the leader especially, I think are going to have to make a decision as to whether aid and abet us or capitulate to the Empire. They might be dead either way. There may not even be an option on the table. They might just get steamrolled like everyone else has. We'll see. God, I don't want to do as he performed there. I don't want to do that voice. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Mico. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it. But
There is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Gubu Wall of Ul'dah.
Oh god, I hope that's a thing. I just imagine the Great Wall of China, but it's a bunch of giant Gubus just locked arms like this. Fucking great. You got fucking Bunny Boy just fucking Naruto running along their heads like the Great Wall of China. That'd be great. Oh.
It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Kurthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Kurthus. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I would hope that you would rest in your journey for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid.
Okay. There we go. Well, we've done it. With the help of Alphino remembering his name, which triggered the unraveling of his amnesia. Wah! I know who I am. He doesn't really, though. His amnesia's not just kind of disappeared, but I think that he's chipping away at it. So it's not quite the cardinal sin of magical amnesia. It suddenly disappears with keyword, sleeper agent style. It does seem more that he knows, he has evidence on his own experience that he knows how to do these things. He's not crazy for that experience, So he may be willing to listen to this guy who seems to know more than he does. Like, fuck it, might as well listen to Sassy Child, who apparently knows my name. Just kind of goes with it, which is fine. Time check? It says 7:40.
Oh my god, I can't take that Alphina voice.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. I don't know that I'd do any better, but yeah, it's there. It's Alphino. They do change his voice actor, right? Yeah. Is Barry Sass?
Yes, they change. I think they changed studios that they do their voice acting through in Heaven's Word.
I see. Good deal.
Oh, so that's why they changed voice. I always wondered.
Yeah. I read that as, it wasn't Ambrose Magnet, I think is the thing. I read that as Alamus. I was very excited to honk at her, but not villain. All right, speak with, oh God.
Alamus.
It's a fucking moose train, and that's what they say when it's time to go. There we go.
It's not El Amigo anymore, it's Alamus.
Hello? Oh shit, that has spawned me. I read this as shiny sassy. It's not. Disappointed. I need that emote. I need to go do the things that get me the fun emotes so I can do squats on somebody's face. The actual teabagging emote. Come on, what's not to love? Anyway. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Aye. I needn't refer to the records. I know that airship. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago. Clearly bound for Kurthus. It's Kurthus. But what became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with, oh God, Vordefort at Florentel's Spire. Jesus. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, you would need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it. Oh, no. Fuck it. I hear that the machinery is fiendishly complex. I didn't even see the question mark until the very end. Alright, off we go. Nope, not you. Give me the minion.
Welcome to all the French names you never wanted to pronounce.
I'm going to actually be suffering the entire way through. I fucking hate having to pronounce French because I don't know how. It's annoying. It's frustrating.
I can help you when I'm on, and the rest of the time just wing it, and I'll be good anyways.
Yeah. Like, fuck. I don't even want to try it. I don't even care. You've come in search of Vor. Then well met, you have found him. Look at him, dude. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Carthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Good. Yeah, what the fuck is that name? 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen split the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains of the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere over in Carthus. The astrologians, Jesus, that word, I'm always going to say astrologians. The astrologians of the Observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, it may deign to assist you, should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the Observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept... What? Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Is that sentence just straight up fucking illogical? Like, that needs to be a semicolon. These are two different sentences. That's not a comma. This subordinating conjunction doesn't make any sense here. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept. Deny is the word. This doesn't make any sense. I found an error! It's fine. I fucking tripped my brain up hard.
It makes sense to me.
No. Grammatically incorrect. Oh shit, we're actually like canonically up here as part of the main quest. Nice. Because we came up here just the once for the Dragoon first quest to unlock Dragoon, and then we left. Yeah, that was a comma splice.
There's also a quest somewhere around there to give you the throw emote, so you can throw snowballs.
Oh, good. Go pelting people. This is Ludovois, right? That's a nice name, honestly. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House... Oh, God. Duendare. Dyer? Duendae. No.
I'd say Durandaire.
I'm not doing that. I'm going... I'm not doing that. Fucking French.
I am the dumb American. I always just said Durandare.
Durandara.
Durandare sounds good, actually, so you just say that.
The deep glottal is what makes me laugh with French every time, because you don't do that in English at all. There is there's no word in English that is an English word in which you have to do that deep throat glottal. It's funny. It's in French. It's in German. It's in a lot of the Scandinavian languages, but it's not. It's one of the, like, English being 3 different languages in a trench coat. Not all of those languages got into the trench coat. They've still got, like, little bits sticking out that are not English, and that's one of them. So it's funny when I hear it. The Duchendar, you know, that sound is not an English sound. It's hilarious to me. Yeah, the French names in Heavensward I'm not looking forward to. Fuck me, dude. I've got to... That and Welsh pronunciation I've got to learn. Like, I'd love to know how to speak French. French, Spanish, and English, I think, would be 3 great languages to know. Luckily, I've got one of them, you know. That would be nice. All right, sorry. And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Huh, how absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of an observatorium. Don't mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Wow, bitch. Also, I will definitely take another linen shirt, will I though? Level 35, Disciple of War. That's specifically those classes. Disciple of War generally is probably going to be worth more. I'll take the linen shirt, I think. Let's see if we can upgrade. Can we get even cuter? Can we do it? We changed colors. Oh, yeah. I like the earthy tones. Earthy tones on this boy? Excellent. We need to change the skirt, though. Not that the skirt is bad, but it's not fitting.
The skirt is a little off.
It's not fitting the theme, yeah. Let me see. Hold on. We've got to...
At least, I mean, if you could change the color, it would be one thing.
Yeah, the color is the problem with it, honestly. Yeah. Vastly improved. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right. Chat,
The
I'm done.
vaguely metallic booty shorts.
I know, why are they metallic? My brain is turning sour really fast. I need to get out of here. We will be back tomorrow. As one of these days, I'm going to do a full stream. We'll see. It ain't tonight, though. I need to get out of here quick. I'm fucking turning sour very quickly. I'm starting to fucking sweat and everything. I will see you guys tomorrow.